You. I say you. I say you. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I know you see it. I know you see it. Stop scrolling. Did you see it? Did y'all see it? I know y'all saw it, man. Marvel just dropped fourth, possibly final one, right? Character teaser for the Avengers Doomsday situation that they got going on. And I know y'all saw it. I know y'all saw it. I know y'all did. Some are saying they saved the best for last. What y'all think? Y'all think this the best one? Y'all think this the best one? We didn't get there wasn't no CGI, nothing crazy like that going on. Seemed like it was a political summit, a meeting of the minds, if you know what I'm saying, if you will. King M'Baku of Wakanda, right? Shaking hands with old Benjamin Grimm, the Thing. We got Shuri, the Black Panther, standing shoulder to shoulder with Reed Richards. Lurking in the background is Namor. They calling this the Kings of Earth. Kings of the Earth are uniting. That's what they call in this situation. And if Doom thinks he can just walk in and take over, seem like he might have a vibranium-sized problem at hand. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Did y'all see it? I know y'all saw it.
Of Wakanda.
Ben, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
I know y'all saw it. No, y'all did. So, without further ado, man, let's get into this footage and let's break it down. Yeah. Welcome in, welcome all, man. You know how I am. I am Bluminati. I'm your host. This is Blues News by way of Blues House. That's right, man. Y'all come on in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as you come on in. Hit that bell, man, so you can get notified. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. But yeah, y'all saw it, man. Y'all saw it. I guess everybody's online talking about the handshake. I guess the big thing with M'Baku and the Thing shaking hands. I guess that was like the big money shot reveal situation. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it, right? M'Baku comes through. He looking like he been hitting the gym. You know what I'm saying? Look like he been hitting the gym. King M'Baku of Wakanda. Look like he been hitting the gym, though. I ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at it. Then we get Ben Grimm. You know, he don't flinch. He roll right up. He just look at him and say, hey, man, I'm Ben, Yancey Street, between Broome and Grand. You know who man, with the Timbs on. Son, you know how I be. Let's run it back a little bit. Should we go scene for scene with this trailer? Do y'all want to go scene for scene? Let's see. So it seems that just starting this off, it just seems like they're in some type of desert situation. I don't know if this is outside of Wakanda. I don't know where this could be anywhere for all we know, right? This could totally be anywhere for all we know. You know? Anyway. So we're going to see. We'll have to see. Got Shuri.
I've lost everyone that matters
Add
to
it
me.
up, braid it up. You know, I wonder what scene that. You know what? Because I got some theories that I'm gonna get through after we break this. After we go through some of this stuff, I got some theories. I got some because she's solo dolo right here, right? Because they panned out with this scene. They panned out a little.
I've lost
Solo
everyone
dolo.
that matters to me.
She's solo dolo, man. So I don't know. It's some things going on. There's some stuff going on here. Talokan's showing up. Namor right here.
The king.
So okay. Maybe. So it seems like they might be on the This gotta be like end of the world situation. Because I would say maybe they're in the Yucatan Peninsula, but the Yucatan Peninsula is like lush. It's not desert. And those look like temples in the background that could be at Talokan, but Talokan would be like right on the coast somewhere. You know what I mean? The visuals is dope though. These are some nice ass visuals.
He has his duties to prepare our people.
Got
For the
Namor. Namor. Got Namor right here. He is sitting on the throne.
Life. I have mine.
King M'Baku of Wakanda. Ben, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
So I do like their because they are the two, you know what I'm saying, big guys, you know what I mean? I think M'Baku respects strength. You know, from what we've seen, M'Baku respects strength. So, you know, for him to walk up, see this big orange rock dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he sees a monster or if he sees a warrior. I don't know, but it seems like there is mutual respect there. So that's a dope situation. From the looks, are they in that scene? This scene that we're watching right here, I'm wondering, are they on the Wakandan border or are they in Talokan? Like, where are they? Because we saw the scene of the Talokans, whatever we call them, Atlantis. I'm gonna call them. They mama called them Clay. I'm gonna call them Clay. Atlantis, right? In the Yucatan somewhere where they, I don't know how it got there, but in the Yucatan somewhere. But that also looked, you know, of a desert nature. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to break it down and go through some stuff, but I'm, you know, I've watched this once and I didn't really get into it. So this is my first time actually seeing it in HD. I watched the bootleg. If you want to say, I done watched the bootleg a couple times, but watching it in HD is a little bit different, and they did add some more stuff into it. So, but like I don't know, is this Wakanda border or is it Talokan? I don't know. I don't know. You know, a lot of people saying that they crash landed in Wakanda after escaping their incursion. The Fantastic Four did, and this might be that actual moment of them crash landing in Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing is, how do they know to meet up with them? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she would send scouts out or if she would go herself with the king. You know, this kind of seemed a little dangerous unless they already know about the incursion. Unless it's, you know what I'm saying? I think the same thing, Tina. It might be two separate places. See, I got some. I'm gonna get into it. Let me get through it. I got a little theory that I'm gonna throw y'all away. See if y'all rock with it or not. You know what I mean? Got a little theory. Little theory. But yeah, we saw Shuri walking up. Seemed like you know, her burden and everything that she said, you know, it's carrying some emotional weight with everything that she's talking about. With her voiceover seems kind of, you know, it's not pleasant. Her voiceover was not pleasant at all. It was kind of haunting. You know what I'm saying? I've lost everyone that matters to me. A king has his duties. I have mine. And we know she's lost T'Challa. She lost Queen Ramonda. You know what I'm saying? So she out here probably acting real solo-ish. I know they got, you know, she left the kingdom to M'Baku, but I wonder what in the meantime she's been doing. I don't know if she's been kicking it with M'Baku and being an actual part of uh, doing royal duties or not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully they make her a more tragic character. Hopefully they they flesh out the tragedy of her character, because I don't think they did it as good in Black Panther 2. You know what I mean? And I think they could have done a little bit better with Shuri in Black Panther 2, to me. You know what I'm saying? But this kind of shows that she has evolved a little bit. She's not the kid sister no more. And she seemed a little brolic. You see the way she was walking? She seemed a little bit more brolic, man. She seemed a little bit more brolic. I ain't mad at that. She seems more war ready. Seems like she's operating more in a general capacity. You know what I'm saying? And the homie Tina, she showed it to me, or she pointed it out last week about, seemed like there was a tech upgrade. The new suit. And her new suit looked dope. It's like a touch of, it's got the gold in it, like Killmonger influence, but then you do see like the blue in it, a blue hue, which I guess is the Talokan's vibranium. And that's gonna go back to my to one of my theories that I got going on. If we doing, I'm gonna get into it. Not yet. But yeah, it seems like it's a mix of the nanotech that T'Challa normally had. Maybe some Midnight Angel armor involved into it. You know what I'm saying? Not mad at it. Not mad at it whatsoever. Not mad at it whatsoever. Let's keep this thing going. Indeed. Now this Doomsday Clock situation, I ain't even gonna touch on that, man. I think that's wild. That's a wild. That's wild to me. I don't, I don't know. I might touch on it. I don't know. But that's the trailer. Nothing real major. But I do think it's a lot inside of the trailer. You know what I'm saying? I do think it's a lot inside of the trailer. But I really want to see, everybody's giving props to the Russos. So I want to see how the Russos handle Shuri. Russos handled T'Challa pretty good. I want to see how the Russos handle Shuri. Is Reed Richards and Shuri gonna be the new tech bros, tech siblings? You know what I'm saying? Get them in the lab together, see them cook up some stuff. If you ever read the comics, they had like, they did the life raft and all of that other type situation. So Doom is a mix of science and magic. I wonder if they play on that. And I wonder how Reed and Shuri overcome the tech and magic aspect of Doom. Because Doom can hit you from both sides, right? Doom can hit you from both sides. So I got some new subs going on. Okay, hold on. Matter of fact, before I keep going, let me see who all in the building, man. Jay is in the building. 6 in the building. Nova, what's good? Stamina, how you been, cuz? What is good? Pam in the building. What up? Ohio Sigma anime legend. What up? What up? Got a new sub. Hey, appreciate Gavin Heatherly. Let me give you something. I appreciate the sub, man. Let me give you this.
Well, this is the rain. Everybody lay down, behave. Now give up the cash. Don't make us happy. This is the rain. Everybody lay down, behave. This is the hold up. Your head should go up.
That's crazy. That was not there just a few minutes ago to put the comments on the stage. Anyway, appreciate the sub. Got another sub too. Avatar 2022. Appreciate the sub. Let me give you something different.
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
Appreciate it. Is that everybody? Tina in the building. Don't want to leave out Tina. Tina's in the building. Dom Thomas is in the building. What up? What up? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I think, it's a lot of rumors going on. It's a lot of speculation and things like that going on. I personally think that the mutants is probably going to be more the linchpin of making everything shake, move, and rock when it comes to Doomsday. But the Wakandans might be the answer, right? The Wakandans and the Fantastic Four might be the answer, because it seems like Fantastic Four, we get the two Avengers movies, and then are we jumping dead into into Black Panther 3? Would that be the next big movie that's coming out after Avengers Secret Wars and stuff? Is it that? If they are going into that right off the bat of Secret Wars, then I can see them making sure to showcase the Wakandans a little bit more. I could see them wanting to showcase the Wakandans a little bit more, and establish a new T'Challa in the meantime, in the vector of all of those things. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be some dope shit. The one person we ain't talk about though was, and I'm gonna call him a hater, hating ass Namor. Because he a hater. If you read the book, Namor. Namor is the biggest dirty Mac in this, hating ass mofo. You know what I'm saying? Just a hater. Dude is a hater, man. One of my favorite characters, though, but dude is a hater. Hater. We got to talk about this dude, man. Namor. Right? That might be another X factor. It's gonna be a lot of storylines going on in this film, and that's one of the things that I think might hurt the film, because it's a lot going on in this movie, man. It's just a lot going on, and like I said, Namor being this wild card, Namor the Submariner. Well, he ain't the Submariner in this; he just Namor. But yeah, he kind of like the elephant in the room. Like, why is the guy who tried to destroy Wakanda, the guy who killed Queen Ramonda, why is he, why he's standing with them? And I know at the end he was on some diabolical stuff, right? He was on that. But does he hate? Is this a Doom situation? Like, does he know who Doom is? Has something happened to where he should stand with Doom? I don't think so. I think this go the way of the comics. I think he cut baits and he runs to the other side. I do. Now in the comics, Doom, Namor, they got a chaotic rivalry, but I don't know. Namor has one of the, besides Doom, Namor's ego is the who are the biggest egomaniacs in Marvel Comics? It has to be Doom, Namor, Reed Richards, Tony Stark. Y'all let me know if I'm missing somebody. Those got to be the four most ego-driven people or characters in Marvel Comics. So when you're dealing with an egomaniac like Namor, and you're dealing with another egomaniac like Doom, Doom is such an egomaniac that he talks in third person. I wonder if they're going to do that. They got to have him talking in third person. They got to. Right? They got to. But I think Namor, I think he pulls chalks and he goes to the other side. Not Ego the Living Planet. You're right. Ego the Living Planet. You're right. But we do have this Kings of Earth alliance, M'Baku, Namor, M'Baku. Well, I guess that'd be by land, Namor by sea. I'm hearing we might get some Inhumans involved in this. That'd be wild if we get some Inhumans involved. Maybe some Black Bolt action. That could be another king that could show up. You know what I'm saying? To protect the planet, because It's going to be different things happening. Somebody has to protect Earth while the Avengers is off doing things, right? They supposed to be off in space or going to get Monica Rambeau and all of these things. So it's a lot going on. And it's crazy because it can't just be one Doom, right? If they're doing all of this, it can't be one Doom because we're only dealing with one guy. We're only dealing with Doom. So are Doom bots that much of a threat? It's got to be a cabal in this. And I think that's the part that we're missing. It's gonna be some bad people in this who we don't think is bad. Because like I said, if y'all are giving Russo's the credit that I believe y'all giving the Russo's the credit, they going through that time running out storyline, and they're going through the Secret War storyline, they're going through the Battle War story, and they looking at all of these things and they saying, what can we use and pull to the screen? The cabal that happened, even though I don't think it'll be the same players, because on the cabal, I think was Thanos, Namor ended up on there at the end, and some other people. I think they used the cabal. I don't think they go Illuminati this time. I think they used the cabal, which I guess is just the the villain side of the Illuminati. But I don't think they go the Illuminati. I think they go the cabal. I think they go to cabal. Let me see who the cabal was. Who was all on the cabal at that time? Let me see real quick. Yeah, so it was like Thanos. It was the Maker, which was like the ultimate, the ultimate version of Reed Richards. Things of that nature. So I think they go that way. My thing is, do they get a stowaway? When everything is all said and done, I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but do they get a stowaway? Do we get like how Miles Morales stowed away to the, to the battle world and everything, and then ultimately in the end, since he was part of the people who helped the situation, him and his cast of characters got to stay in the main 616. Who gets to stay in the main 616? When everything comes back, who gets to stay in the main 6? That's a question that I'm asking y'all. Y'all ain't got to answer it now, but who stays in the main 616? Who comes back? Who continues this journey over here when they do the soft reboot and everything is everything? Who does that? But yeah, because we haven't necessarily seen where have we seen incursions at in the MCU specifically? Just the Marvels, right? Unless you watch like Loki, it's just been the Marvels, correct? So we got to figure out how everybody figures out that the universes are dying, that the multiverses are dying, that incursions are happening. Does Loki just pop in and just say, "Oh my God, the sacred timeline is," you know what I'm saying? And do people believe him? What do people take him seriously? He's supposed to be dead, right? So they're gonna have to explain that. They're gonna have to talk about how other Earths are dying. So we're gonna have to get visuals of that, possibly. They talk about Doom's Earth dying. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Stamina brought up the Illuminati. Do we do the Illuminati? You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I don't think we do the Illuminati. Because we already had it. I mean, I guess they can go and revisit that because it would be familiar to audiences. But do they rehash that? Because that was in Multiverse of Madness. Did they talk about it in Multiverse? You know what? Let me run that back. Did they talk about incursions in Multiverse of Madness? Y'all help me out. Y'all answer that for me. I can't remember. Do we get Beyonders in this? Do we, you know what I'm saying? Like, do we get all of that? That's a lot. He did. Reed mentioned it. Okay. I'm trying to remember, man. It's been a minute since I watched it, so I'm just trying to remember. Trying to remember. But it's a lot going on. And y'all see what I'm saying? It's a lot with this, right? Y'all gotta it's a lot. It's a lot. Let me see what y'all talk about real quick. And then we'll jump back in. Six say Namor got that. Yeah, he dripped up in this one. I'm glad that they gave him a look. You know what I'm saying? Namor came through in his draws, whooped up on the Wakandans, and went back home on some hoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. So he's standing with them on some bigger picture. Yeah, I believe so. I believe it is bigger picture, but for his own reasoning. You see what I'm saying? Like, for a selfish reason is what I believe. That's what I believe. Now we say the Avengers take out the Ultron bots fast. Who bots are stronger? That's the thing. Like, who is Doom? Gotta be rocking with somebody else. He can't just be solo dolo. He can't be so. That's why the rumor of him manipulating certain, him puppeteering the things. X-Men versus Avengers. You know what I'm saying? I just had a thought. Airsham the judge showed up in all his glory, standing over Earth, and told the people of Earth that they will be judged. Is he gonna show up in this as a celestial? I think he would be concerned about incursions happening, right? Just a question. I don't know. Just a question. Stamina to say reconstructed the Illuminati. Black Bolt is the only Inhuman from the show worth spending time on. I know there are others, but introducing those new now seems folly. I agree. Osborn, Red Skull, Atuma, the Hood. So you can have Atuma, the Hood. They haven't even established Dracula because we're never getting Blade. So I don't know. I think they touch on it, but it would be the Council of Dooms going back to reveal last year, and nothing but Dooms on stage. Him taking off the mask, basically saying there can only be one Doom. Okay. That they saw it in Spider-Man. Did they say I'm gonna have to go? You know what? Because I was just so bogged down by the multiverse saga. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of the, Multiverse of Madness. I'm gonna have to go back and watch Spider-Man. I think I do recall them talking about it in Spider-Man, but not in the way that it explained with like Loki and all of that, right? Multiverse of Madness and whichever one Steve calls, whichever ones they all call time traveling. Okay. Since the female Loki. Nova said, you think Damson is playing a younger version of Chadwick T'Challa when he's just stepping into being the Black Panther from a parallel universe in a multiverse? That's what I was told. That's what I'm hearing. I think that would make more sense, him being, a younger version of Chadwick, just from that way they can continue everything going on. Him playing an aged up Tank Toussaint don't make sense. That just don't make sense. So in my eyes, it don't anyway. Let's see. Yes, Reed mentioned incursion, the strain. Let's have what up, Coach? A coach in the building? Yeah, Andre. Come on now. Y'all saw him show up in his drawers and take the Wakandans out. That boy came through in some green some green briefs with some little wings on his feet and a fork. And and took the Wakandans out. Oh man, that would be dope. You know, they showed this little training montage of him doing the little flips and stuff. I don't know what that's for. He could just be doing that just because he want to do some flipping, you know. But he could be a live action Miles. Do we want a teenage? Because you know, he looking like a man. So do we want a teenage Miles or do we want like what age do you want Miles to be? Because I think Caleb could have did it a couple years back. I don't know if his beard is thick. You know, you could see the stubble. I don't know. Stems, I agree. Doom needs allies of some nature. One regular man being all powerful is going to be a big old ask of you. Yeah, it's just what is going on? What's going on? You know, Doom saw that big motherfucker. Right. Nah, they scared of you godly figures like the Celestial Strange was supposed to use the Living Tribunal against Thanos. You got a point. Celestial exists within the universe, and the incursion would affect them too, I feel. So while they are careful enough for humans, a universal demise interferes with their working plans. So y'all feeling where I'm coming from? Blurty South in the building. What up? Y'all feel exactly where I'm coming from. Say literally no one knows Sylvie. Right. I don't expect to see her neither, man. And her character makes no sense, but I don't expect to see her neither. And do y'all think her character makes sense? The variance. Because what is a variant? A variant is somebody who stepped off the timeline and did something different, right? When did Loki step off the timeline and turn himself into a girl? You see what I'm saying? Like, because the timeline, everybody's operating off that timeline, the sacred timeline. It has different lines going off, right? But at some point in time, that would have meant that Loki would have stepped off the sacred timeline to cause a new timeline where he was a girl. If I'm wrong. And why would his name be Sylvie? This sounds like a whole new person to me. That's not a variant, that's a whole new person. But I digress. Bro decides says Miles should be the age when Caleb started. Yeah, right. Whole full beard. He solo Wakanda on some beer stuff, and then told him he can't. What was that? Y'all watch Troy when Brad Pitt playing Achilles? You know what I'm saying? And they had to bury their dead. Like, yeah, man, it was. Now that was dope with Namor. I give them props for that. With Namor. Give them props for that. I like it. Yeah, that she should have just, and it would have been easier for her to just been Enchantress. She could have just been a amnesiac Enchantress. You know what I'm saying? And she could have been a variant of Enchantress. I think that would have made more sense. So I think they missed the boat on Team Miles. They should have brought Miles in when Peter was snapped. They set up Miles in Spider-Man Homecoming. They did. It's a lot of things that, you know, they dropped the ball. They don't like holding on to the ball, man. You know that. Said, nah, Sylvie's variance is to do with Laufey. He had a daughter and not a son. Simple as that. So why? Okay. Wait. So that means that she is not a variant then. Sylvie is not a variant. Sylvie is a Sylvie. That means Laufey had, like you said, Laufey had a daughter, right? So you saying that Laufey changed the timeline, which would mean that this would be a different Laufey who had a different circumstance. Right? Am I wrong? So it's not a Loki that changed the timeline. It would be Laufey who changed the timeline and had a son, and had a daughter. Right? because it would be based off of his circumstance, not Loki's circumstance. Loki didn't create himself. If y'all see where I'm coming from, maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it. But if Stamina is saying that Sylvie's variance is to do with Laufey, then it should be Laufey who is the variant, right? I could be wrong. I don't look, man. All this multiverse stuff is weird because they didn't explain it the way that they should have. You know, Disney isn't going to recast T'Challa, y'all. Believe those rumors about Diamond Idris. They stick with Shuri to lead Black Panther franchise. Kevin, maybe. I don't know, Kevin. We don't know. I think they recast. It makes sense to recast. I think Shuri, I'm going to tell you this. Shuri might die in this. Shuri might die in this. Q saying the Black Loki, so Lady Loki is not Loki stepping out of time and choosing to be a lady. The multiverse is filled with variants. Did I miss something? What you said, Q? Hold on. You said, now there was a Loki. All of that don't make sense. A Loki gate, like it don't make sense in variant. It don't make, just don't make sense. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it alone. Right. I'm with you, Q. Loki from a different timeline had Sylvie, which means Sylvie is not a Loki. Sylvie is a Sylvie, not a Loki. So actions make you a Loki. Not you being born Loki, but actions make you. So a black dude, like the Black Loki that we got, his actions made him a Loki. That don't make no sense, Stamina. That don't make sense. So what made the gator a Loki? Right? What made the alligator a Loki? Did the alligator grow up the same way that Loki did, so now it's a Loki? It's because it's like we just give names out. Just okay. Could that go back to the whole mantle situation, right? Even with Jane Foster being a Thor. How can Jane Foster be a Thor? I'm Thor. Like, you can't just be me because you know, like. You can't do that. That's weird too, but the only grace I give with Thor being a frog was there's a storyline where Thor was turned into a frog by Loki, right? So let's say in said timeline that Loki turned Thor into a frog and he got stuck that way. I'm cool with that. That makes a little bit more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, I know. Anybody who's worthy can be a Thor. I get it. Still ain't Thor though, you know. Still ain't Thor, but I get it. Anyone worthy can have the powers of Thor, not become Thor. Have the powers of Thor. Remember that. That's what it says. Not you don't become Thor. You have the powers of Thor. Q is Thor. 6 say go rewatch season 1. I don't need to. It don't make sense. But I go for you 6 because you my man's. I'm gonna go watch it because you the homie. Them say I didn't write it. But let's get into some of the things that this trailer or teaser, because I think the Russos put out a tweet or something about the actual teasers and what they meant. So let's see what they said. That ain't it. Maybe it's not the Russo brothers that did it. Give me 1 second. it the Instagram? I can't find it. I thought I had started earlier today, but I can't find it. But they kind of what the tweet I saw was kind of like them explaining what the teasers were, kind of like these are clues. Look closely, look carefully. These are clues, yada yada yada. And that leads me to kind of like what I was saying, or what my thought process is when it comes to what's happening in this movie, right? And we might have it totally backwards. We might have it totally backwards. And if they do it this way, I'm trying to remember the way that I'm trying to get out what's in my head and get it out to y'all. If they do it this way, it might work a little bit better when it comes to some of the story that they need to tell. Right? We had the rumor going out that this Doom is from the year 3100, kind of like how Kang is, right? We know the story of the incursions going on. What if these teasers were different universes? Right? These teasers are different universes. We haven't even gotten the 616 main universe situation yet. We ain't even got that yet. These teasers was right before the destruction or right before the incursion of said universe. Maybe not the Wakanda one. Maybe the Wakanda one is everybody coming together. But I think that some of what we saw in that too, because think about how Talokan, why did Talokan look just so bad? Talokan didn't look like it was, you know what I mean? It just didn't look right. Let me see if I could bring this back up. Let me run that. And like I said, I could be wrong. But I just the way you could, you know what I'm saying? Like you had the little pyramid in the back. Like, why is it desert back there? I guess I'm not understanding that. Is that Shuri right there? Is this Shuri right here? Like, what are we looking at? What? That looked like Shuri from the back. This right here looked like Shuri from the back. I could be wrong, but that looked like Shuri from the back. What are we looking at right here? This looks like an Aztec temple or some kind, an Incan temple, right? But it's deserty. I was just down in the Yucatan at last year. Didn't look like that. It was hella lush, rainforest, cenotes everywhere. And I wonder if that is this supposed to be Chichen Itza, which is the pyramid area over, you know what I'm saying? Is that? So that's what's throwing me off. This looks real deserty. So that's what's throwing me off. But that looks like Shuri, man. Let me run it back a little bit. Where's Namora at? Because Namora comes out right here. What is everybody is looking up too? I wonder what they're looking up at. Then they cut to this scene. Not saying that that's the same scene. Could be a different scene. Yeah, that looked like Shuri, right? That looked like Shuri. I could be wrong though. Then we get Namor. Well, do you think, because it's, and another thing, do you think Doom has already showed up and kind of ran through the Atlanteans, the Talokans or whatever, and maybe with him having the power that he has, he's done something to their terrain and took all that water from them? You think it could be something like that? See, even he looking up. Like, what they looking up at? What is up in the sky, man? Make me want to look up. What you looking at, Namor? Namor. And do y'all think, is this Wakanda? Because everybody, the rumor is saying that, that this is Wakanda. They meeting up in Wakanda. They come crash land, Fantastic Four crash land. And from my understanding is it's a stowaway. One of the stowaways is Doom. The Doom stowed away on the ship. And that's how he gets to the 616. This is tripping me out, man. And how did they know to meet up? How did they know to meet up? Another little theory I got, if y'all read the books, what if the reason why M'Baku and Shuri seems to be dripped up in Talokan vibranium is because Doom rendered their vibranium inert, or he took all of their vibranium, and now they have to link up with the Talokans, and that's the reason why their suits is shimmering in blue. You know, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this movie is going to be about. I think we get some 616, but it might be about the actual other places being destroyed, and that's kind of like planet hopping or universe hopping, spot to spot to spot, and we get to witness the destruction of this one. We get to witness the destruction of that one, so forth and so on. That's my rumor. That's what I believe, and we get to witness that um all the way up until like in the comics, there's two spots left. Um, Doom meets the Beyonders. He gets their power. He puts the worlds back together. He creates Battle World, and now that's what we're going into with Secret Wars. But do they meet the Beyonders in this? You know what I'm saying? Do they meet the Beyonders or the Beyonder? There's a lot going on, man. I just don't like that there's so much going on. It's a lot going on, and I don't like that. I kind of wish the story was just a little bit more linear, but I know it's gonna be wow, 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 all over the place, all over the place. And so I'm gonna go back to this king theory that they got the two kings with M'Baku and Namor. They were at, remember they had the big, well, yeah, I would say they had the big fight. M'Baku came through, tried to mollywop Namor. Namor hit dude, knocked him up out of his suit, basically. So to see them standing shoulder to shoulder is, it's one of them things, man. Earth defensive front. Mm. But I think Shuri dies in this, or she dies and ascends to something greater than or something that's hers, right? She's supposed to be the griot anyway. So maybe that happens and she becomes who she is in the comic books. Because her voiceover, I'm telling you, that voiceover, her losing everybody, King prepares for the afterlife. I have mine. Even the Wakanda Forever salute when she did that looked like she was going off to meet the maker, or her maker, I should say, like on a suicide type mission. Or maybe she goes with, maybe her and Reed are the only people smart enough and they got to go and build this contraption, the raft, you know. And as they're making, traversing the multiverse and all of these, the negative zone or whatever you want to call it, it gets to a point to where somebody has to be left behind. And maybe it's Shuri. Maybe this is Letitia Wright's last ride. Maybe it's her last ride. Maybe she want to go out with a bang. Maybe she wants to go out with a bang. You know? But what if one thing that we know about Reed and the Fantastic Four is the ultimate nullifier? What if them two come out to create the ultimate nullifier and that's how they stop Doom? A lot of y'all forgot about the ultimate nullifier. The ultimate nullifier. Do y'all know what that is? Let's talk about the ultimate nullifier. Let's talk about the ultimate nullifier, man. The ultimate nullifier, I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. It's a simple design little thing. It's a powerful handheld cosmic artifact from Marvel Comics, renowned as the universe's most devastating weapon, capable of erasing anything from existence, including concepts, timelines, and entire realities. But its usage demands immense focus, as a weak-minded will to risk self-destruction. First used by the Fantastic Four against Galactus, it instills fear even in cosmic beings. Though it's often stored in Galactus's ship, its effectiveness relies entirely on the user's imagination and willpower, with beings like Reed Richards and Quasar having wielded it successfully. So, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about the ultimate nullifier being in play for Doomsday? Or that's the ultimate weapon that maybe these two, Reed Richards and Shuri of Wakanda, maybe can create? Hmm? What y'all think? Because I think that might be where we're going on. So I think we get something. It might not be called the ultimate nullifier, but we get a contraption that does exactly what the ultimate nullifier does. Exactly what the ultimate nullifier does. Go back to y'all comments. Let me see. Namor's gonna clap Nakia too. He hasn't forgotten what she. Hey, he might clap Nakia a couple of ways. Might be. No, let me stop. Then again, the Russos be trolling, and none of these clips could be in a movie, or they could be from the release of Endgame. True, I said that too. And honestly, I don't think any of these are in the movie except the Wakandan and Fantastic Four ones. I think those are the only ones that's in the movie. So I know there's a reason we don't see the rest of the four. They got someone with them we're not supposed to see yet. I'm thinking it's Doom. I think Doom shows up as like on some friend type stuff. Think about it. In the Fantastic Four, Sue walks in, sees Doom with Franklin. I don't think she was startled by him. I think she know exactly who Doom is. They know exactly who each other are. Maybe in the meantime, in between time, Doom is acting like all these incursions is happening, and he needs Reed's help, needs Sue help, needs the Fantastic Four help. They find out it might be too late for their world. They pull chalks, hit the road to the next universe. I think that's how Doom gets. Now, how do they get through the universe? How is it a black hole or what? I don't know. That's something that they're going to have to establish and come up with. But I do believe that Doom stows away or becomes a part of Fantastic Four, Future Foundation type something. He working with them, right? For the time being, maybe he finds a world that he think is viable, or excuse me, we get all of Doom's adventures leading up into that part where he shows up at the end of Fantastic Four, rubbing on Franklin's cheek. Because supposedly this Doom is supposed to be from the year 3100. Like I said, he's supposed to be married to a Sue, not necessarily Sue Storm, but Sue, and he has a baby named Franklin, things of that nature. So if we're going that route, I saw in someone's video making a point that Namora's face is turning pink, meaning long-term effects of surface life are physically affecting her. Go back and look. That's a good assessment right there. Say Namora's face is turning pink. I do see that, but I don't know. Is that due to what you said, the environment affecting her long term, or because she decked out? Is that just like war paint or makeup or something like that? But I feel you. Not a bad take. Henry Cavill is the Beyonder. Henry Cavill is Wolverine, man. Notice the thing doesn't even have his beard. Did he have his? He did have his beard at the end, right? Yeah. They can't be looking grizzly at the end of the world, 6. If Shuri dies, pack Wakanda the hell up and toss it out. There's no point to it. I mean, there's no point to it now, but we rocking with it, right? We're gonna rock with it. It really ain't no point to it now. So I barely care as it is, yeah. I swear she looked like a stunt double for So am I the only one that's sick of the multiverse stuff? Every death, Tyson, salute, bro. I was tired of it the day that they started with. I caught it. I'm gonna go and find those old videos way back in the day when I was just letting y'all know that the multiverse was gonna be the end of Marvel. I called it years back. 2020, I want to say 2019, 2020. I called it. It loses stakes, leads to lazy writing. You must have been watching my videos. Those are the exact words that I said. Exact statement that I said. Lazy writing, no stakes. And they have the opportunity to paint themselves in the corner, which is kind of like where we're at right now. Nah, I don't only work on Galactus. Nah, I don't only work on Galactus. No, okay. Q, you're absolutely right. I don't believe that the ultimate nullifier gets used in this movie. I believe the concept for them making it gets brought up, and those two go off and do science bros things and end up with the ultimate nullifier as a result. They go and build a couple of things that need to be done. They go and build, things to try to help people get off of the planets, get out of the universe, and maybe come to ours with the life raft type situation. And I also believe that they would build a machine that can stop Doom, something that can stop Doom. The equivalent, and I think it would be the equivalent of the Ultimate Nullifier. So I think it sounds obvious, but Franklin would defeat Doom once he realized that he doesn't have to listen to Doom. You think if they have, because what? How old is Franklin gonna be? Are we getting a competent, what, 8, 9 year old Franklin who just so happens to what, stop it and that's it? You know what I mean? Like that would be so lame. I think they need to show that Franklin has the power to create and destroy universes to some manner, but to have him throw a temper tantrum at Doom and blink everybody out of existence just because he had a temper tantrum, I think would be whacked, would be weak, and would be not needed. Yes, Plant Poppy, all this in 3 hours. That's why I said it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. The Doomsday is referring to the end of the world, not Doom. That's why they have the Doomsday clock. Uh, that Doomsday clock, not double entendre. That Doomsday clock, I saw that this morning. Marvel had, and I was like, so they just gonna have the clock? Are they just gonna have the clock playing for 11 months? But it's not live though. So did they record 11 months worth of footage? They got 11. Does Marvel have an 11-month long video of the Doomsday clock? Is it still up or not? Hold on. I want to check and see if it's still up. Y'all got me curious now because that's what I was like, wait, are they just gonna have this just rolling? Is the Doomsday clock just gonna be rolling? Oh, they are live. So they're gonna be live for 11 months. Sheesh. They are live. Mm. Tyson says, so Doom is coming from the F4 universe into current Marvel universe. Do you think there's room already in our Marvel universe we haven't seen yet? Oh, a Doom? I say why not? I say why not? And maybe that's how Reed Richards and all of them, the Fantastic Four, end up in Wakanda, because maybe it's a Wakanda in their world, right? And maybe that Wakanda is technologically advanced as well. But they some busters though, because when Galactus showed up, they was nowhere to be found. But it's a contained Fantastic Four story, so I get it. I get it. Yeah, I'm anticipating some sort of Trojan horse type of situation. Yeah. Oh, and my account would be in the Calvarine. Do you remember when Wolverine tells X-23 how the X-Men died? Right. I saw that your theory, and I saw somebody else say that. If they play off of that, that'd be dope. I wouldn't mind them doing that. That'd be a dope situation for them to do. That way it would give a little bit more credence to this Wolverine run around. What are they now called? What type of beings are they called? I forgot what they call. They call something to where they matter to the universe if they get removed or something. The multiverse has been mishandled, no doubt, but I need it to mean something before they shuffle it away, because it will have been a complete waste of time. It's a complete waste of time anyway. It's live. It's a string. Yes, I didn't know it was live. I just looked on there and saw it was actually live. So I'm like, damn, they just gonna keep it live. Would that be a record? I wonder if that's a record. Nah, because it's like things like the International Space Station that's always live. I think the Loch Ness Monster YouTube thing is always live, pointed at the lock. But that's crazy for them to be doing something like this. That's crazy. Is it crazy or is it marketing genius? Damn, it might be marketing genius now that I think about it. They might. I'm gonna give Feige some props. I'm gonna give Marvel some props. They might have pulled off one of the greatest marketing campaigns that we've seen. Don't necessarily mean it's gonna work, but this marketing campaign that they're putting together right now is kind of like a masterclass in marketing. Got to give them their props. Got to give them their props. It's not hard to create that. Just need a big enough hard drive to store 11 month video. That's meant that this is the best marketing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this they might have found him one. Anchor beans. That's right. Anchor beans. Anchor beans. Zensu bean. Anchor bean. Worst idea ever. Kevin is full club for that. Hey, they got to figure out a way to use it though. Got to figure out a way to use it. Nah, it's you right, 6. It's gonna have some viewer. I wonder how much because man, that's a if that ain't a way to get your marketing budget back in in view, like ad revenue. Like think of that. Are they getting ad revenue off of having an 11-month long live stream? Can you go can I super chat Marvel if I wanted to? Like, that's crazy. And there's people in here commenting and all of that stuff. Whether it's spamming or not, they in here commenting. They in here giving it likes and all types of stuff. Right now, it's 1.4K people watching. Not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea. Jimmy, you see what they doing over there, Jimmy? Jimmy, you see what they doing? Take notes, my guy. Take notes. That's wild, man. Greatest marketing ever. Greatest marketing. It's genius. I gotta give it to him, 6. And you know it pains me. Oh my God. Oh, it pains. But I gotta give it to him, man. That's one for the books. That's a way for you not to eat up your budget if you're getting return revenue from YouTube. If you're getting return revenue from from YouTube, yeah. 11th month long. This is No Way Home's first trailer was in August for a December release. They probably aren't in a rush to release anything. Anticipation is its own marketing. Okay, and I'm glad you said that, Stamina. I've been seeing the rumor. What's been floating around is they want to do an official trailer attached, somewhere for the Super Bowl. So for Super Bowl time, they want to have an official trailer for Avengers Doomsday. I think that would be bad marketing. Even though I know it's 2 different entities, but you make money off of Spider-Man, I think you step on Spider-Man if you do that. I think this would be the perfect or that would be the perfect spot to do a Spider-Man spot, and we actually see who Sadie Sink is playing, who the hell she playing, and we'll go on from there because that'll be February, March, April, May. Well, Spider-Man is in May, right? March, April, May. So that'll only be a 3-month turnaround before Spider-Man show up. Spider-Man shows up, we get a Doomsday trailer for Spider-Man. That'll be around May. I think that would make more sense. And then now you can really hone in and laser focus on the marketing. You already got the Doomsday clock ticking on YouTube. Like you can hit every corner, every facet of marketing if you stagger these things out. Is it July? So July. So either way, it's a summer month. You don't want to. So July comes out in July. You put Doomsday on top of that. Trailer for Doomsday on top of Spider-Man. And then you have 6 months. 6 months of people talking, 6 months. And then on the third month, right before, you drop another long official trailer. You drop a teaser, then you drop an official long form trailer. You cooking with fish grease. That's what I believe. Cook with fish grease. But yeah, man, y'all let me know. Because I'm about to wrap it up, man. I'm hungry. But y'all let me know about this teaser trailer. How did y'all feel about it? Was it as good? Is it as good as the X-Men's joint? Or was that as good? You know, what do y'all even think the X-Men's joint was good? Y'all might not even think it is. But also, do we expect the full trailer on Super Bowl? Namor is gonna turn heel. Well, I mean, I guess it would be heel. Namor's gonna turn heel. He just looked like it. He looked like he would be on the side of the conquistadors when they showed up on the shore. He looked like he ready to just. He ready. He is ready. But yeah, man, don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all stay dangerous. Y'all ain't got to get home or y'all ain't got to go home. But you got to get the hell up out of here. Y'all take it easy and be safe, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all in that chat, man. I really do. I really appreciate y'all showing up for me, man. Channel seems to be growing at a nice, consistent, steady rate. And the community is nice, man. Community is nice. I'm thinking about doing a Discord. Somebody said I should do a Discord. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Would y'all show up to Discord? Would y'all bring other people to Discord? Maybe we can go over there, do some things over there at Discord too. Because I really want to do this Batman versus Cyclops. I really want to do this. I don't know if I want to do it live or if I should just do a video on it. But I kind of want I want animation and all. I want that's what I want, man. I want like animation and all of that. But I do want to do that. So y'all let me know if y'all want like Discord or something, man. You know what? I might holler at Dre them and see if they want to do like a blurred AF Discord. That might be dope too. But yeah, Cyclops and Batman gonna go hard. We're gonna run down like the scenarios, do 10 of those scenarios, go on to another scenario, do 10 of those, and just walk it through and see who win, man. See who win. But yeah, y'all take it easy and be safe. And like that, there we are out. Yada. Peace.
This concludes today's broadcast from Blues News. We hope you enjoyed tonight's programming and the time we've shared together.
Right. Always be about being authentic. Drop like that. Drop to what it was March, so that we added to the slate on the strength of an exception. So I think it's confident. I think that
Blues News is dedicated to bringing you the very best in pop culture, music, and conversation, serving viewers everywhere, every day. On behalf of our staff and crew, we thank you for watching. We'll return tomorrow with more entertainment, insight, and fun for the whole house gang. Good night and good luck.